Overwatch is fun too, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, not for me, but for L, I guess. And I'm sure for millions of other people out there that are listening to this podcast. Because we have a million people listening. You know what I'm saying?
Wink. No.
Wink. Welcome, everybody, to Respawn Please, the weekly video game podcast where two friends come together to talk all things video games. I'm your host, Jesus, and with me, as always, is my friend and future lover, Elle.
Hey, what's going on?
Did that one break you? Did I finally break you?
Yeah, that one got me.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Another episode, another day, another episode, or whoever, I don't know what saying that is, but it's a saying. Another day, another episode of the pod.
Nice. I don't think that's a saying yet, so you need to make it a saying. You need to workshop it.
Stamp.
Yeah, workshop it, trademark it, and then we'll use it, you know. Gotcha. We'll put it underneath our logo, you know, just Respawn exactly. Please, whatever you decide.
Another day, another episode. Welcome. No.
Yeah. We have quite a few things to talk about today. Let me pull open the doc because I closed it because I was getting angry at OBS for no reason. And then it was Discord's file. You know, we're just having so much technical issues. We have a lot to talk about today. Sorry, everybody. We have a review roundup for Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes, review roundup for Stellar Blade, and Fallout Season 2 is confirmed. Thankfully, wow. I thought it was already confirmed, but apparently it's now officially confirmed. And then Metaphor Fantasia release date. This is only here for me. I only included this for me because I know you don't care about it probably. It's from the creator. It's from one of the teams that have worked on Persona.
Oh, nice.
Which is why I'm obsessed with it. And then BlizzCon is skipping 2024. That news broke earlier today, which we're recording this on a Thursday. So, you know, this happened on Thursday, April 25th. And then we're going to take a look at some X-Men controllers. Because they look lovely. Nice. They look very lovely.
Yes, they do. Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to start with this? Which topic would you like to dive into first? I'm going to leave it up to you.
You know what? I want to start this on a cool topic because we talked a little bit about before the pod. Can we go into the X-Men Xbox controllers?
Of course we can. Let me talk to you about that. So over on the Xbox Wire, you can find their lovely thing. Xbox is holding a sweepstakes for celebrating mutant nostalgia with Marvel Animations X-Men 97 custom comic Xbox Series X and controllers. Calling all Xbox and X-Men enthusiasts, we're ecstatic to announce an incredible collaboration between Xbox and Marvel's Animations X-Men 97, now streaming on Disney+. Prepare to immerse yourself in the world of mutants like never before. Xbox and X-Men 97 have come together to bring you a very special Xbox Series X wrapped in a limited edition comic inspired by the all-new series and created by Marvel writer Rich Doek? Is that how you say his name?
I think so, yeah.
And artist Paco Diaz. This thrilling two-page story will full page cover and exclusive to the Xbox Series X and feature Cyclops leading the X-Men in a battle against Sentinels and Master Mold, with an Xbox Series X console making a special appearance in the Danger Room, marking the first time an Xbox Series X has been wrapped by a comic. This collaboration promises to immerse fans in a nostalgic journey through the world of the X-Men 97. In addition, Xbox Design Lab created a set of controllers inspired by the colorways of your favorite X-Men characters from the show: Wolverine, Storm, Rogue, Morph, Magneto, Jubilee, Gambit, Jean Grey. Jean Grey. I don't know why I said Jean.
Jean
Grey, Cyclops, Beast, and Bishop. Each character comes to life through unique color. Each character comes to life through unique controller designs and comes in a 90s inspired blister pack that makes for the ultimate controller item. Fans eager to get their hands on the X-Men 97 inspired X-Men Series X and one of the Xbox Design Lab controllers will have the opportunity to enter the sweepstakes hosted on Xbox Twitter. By following Xbox on on X, formerly Twitter, and retweeting the official Xbox sweepstakes tweet. During the intro period, fans can secure their chance to win an Xbox Series X console inspired by X-Men 97, Xbox wireless controller, and a Xbox Design Lab controller inspired by X-Men 97 Wolverine. The sweepstakes will run exclusively from Monday, April 22nd through Sunday, May 19th, offering participants ample time to join in on the excitement.
Nice.
Elle, are you going to enter in this? Are you going to try to get these controllers in this console?
To be honest, I don't think I will enter, but I do want to buy one of these controllers because I think these designs look great. They all look amazing for the most part. The ones that I'm most definitely drawn to are, I like Magneto's colorway. His looks great. Gambit's looks great.
Yep.
I also kind of enjoy Cyclops's as well as Bishop. Even Rogues, like all of them have like their own thing to them, but like, man, those are some of the ones that like really stand out. The artists, they did really great with just like the color scheme and everything about them.
Yeah, for me, it's Rogue, Jubilee, and Magneto are the ones for me.
So cool.
Like,
so cool.
Like, I think Rogue, in my opinion, looks the best. But
yeah, I could see that. She has a great one.
Yeah, but they all look great. Like, this whole thing looks fantastic. Like, I was blown away when I saw this. I was like, heck yeah. You know, I've been watching X-Men 97. I think the show's great. I'm a huge X-Men fan. I've never been big into like Marvel in general, but like for some reason when I was younger, it was always X-Men. Even as an adult, like X-Men is the only thing that really X-Men is the only superhero thing I get excited about, is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
Like everything else, I'm just like, I watch it because, you know, it's something to watch. But like X-Men is really the only thing I've ever been excited about. So I would love to get my hands on any of these controllers. I'm going to need you to, because I'm not on X anymore, Twitter anymore. So I need you to enter the competition for me and then just send it to me. I will do.
I'll retweet it twice. No.
Yeah, I need you to enter in it for me. And if you win, you can keep the controller and just send me the console.
Oh, gotcha. That's a deal. Console. I'll take that deal because I really like the controllers.
Yeah. So just give me the console. You can keep the controller. If we win, there you go. But the console itself, though, we talked about this. The console looks a little too busy.
It does look a little too busy for me.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Like, I mean, like, these sweepstakes and stuff are mostly just for like collector items to begin with, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
I don't think anybody's actually going to be sitting down gaming on the X-Men console.
Yeah.
It's more like, oh, let me put this on display, sort of thing. But it still looks really cool. Like, I would love to have it. I would love to have it just because I'm an Xbox fan and X-Men fan. Man, the universe is colliding. We get double X here.
Right?
Oh God.
I know.
Oh God. We're just one X away from being. Triple X.
Triple X.
What is there? No. Oh yeah, the movie. Yeah. What's the name of his character in that movie? I don't remember.
I don't remember his name.
We're just gonna say Dom, even though that's Fast and
exactly.
Furious.
That's from Fast and Furious.
He's Dom in all of them, you know. Somehow, even when he's Groot, he's Dom. I don't. You can't explain it. You know.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's Groot. Just so everybody knows. But anyways, the X-Men stuff seems cool though. I do enjoy these colors. This is the first collaboration that's made me really go, oh, this is really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the first one that's ever just excited me. So I'm like excited. I love seeing this sort of collaboration. I feel like I wish PlayStation would do something like this.
I know, yeah,
like,
right.
PlayStation does stuff for like their own games. Like, you know, Spider-Man had a special console. God of War, back when God of War 2018 came out, they had a special console for that. Like they do consoles, but it's only for their games, it seems. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, listeners out there. But like, I would love to see PlayStation do like a X-Men 97 PlayStation inspired thing, or
that'd be cool.
Like, you know, I don't know if it's still a thing, but like for a while it was said that the Star Wars Knights of the Republic was going to be exclusive to PlayStation, like console exclusive to PlayStation. Maybe do like a Star Wars console, you know? I think something like that would be cool.
Definitely.
But PlayStation just not doing stuff like that, it seems. It's only for their games, which I guess is fine. I guess that makes sense. You know, you don't have to do like any sort of, I guess, I don't know how like the payment process would be for this. Who gets the money here? Would it be like a joint thing? Does like Marvel pay Xbox, or does Xbox pay to have the likeness or something. I don't know how that would work out for things like this.
Yeah, not sure about that.
I mean, I'm sure like there's some, we don't have to get into the nitty-gritty. It's not important, but I am curious by that aspect.
Yeah.
That's something we probably will never actually really know because, that's contract stuff that stays hidden behind the closed doors unless it gets leaked. But again, going back though, I would love PlayStation to see this. What are some collaborations you would like to see with that Xbox could do that would get you excited? Like if they did a One Punch Man Xbox, would you get excited about it?
Literally the first thing I thought of. What they should do. This is perfect because this is segueing right into the idea that like as soon as I thought of like what else could look good, they would do controllers only for the S-class heroes, but they'd only go maybe to like 12 or something, like do the top 12 because I think I can't remember how many S-class heroes there were in the anime, but that would be dope. I think that would be great. Besides like something like One Punch Man, I'm trying to think. What if they randomly did a Digimon collaboration? I don't know.
Digimon.
Digimon.
I mean, they could do a Power World thing. I mean,
Power World,
with how big Power World got like eyes on Game Pass and stuff.
Very true.
Power World was like the number one third-party game on Game Pass when it launched and stuff. So, they could do a Power World Xbox.
I'm trying to think of another.
I just had a thought. Keeping on the track of anime, just a Spy Family,
Oh,
get a little Anya inspired controller, a Lloyd inspired controller. I guess. What's her name?
What's the dog's name? Get the dog in there.
Bond is the dog.
Bond. Get Bond controller.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
What's the name of the mom character? The assassin. Yuri. Yeah, Yuri. Like I feel like that would just be black and gold, right? Like that controller.
Or it could be like how black and gold or like red, like she'll have red with gold accents. That'd be cool.
Doesn't she normally wear black though? Or am I wrong?
She does, but I think I'm trying to remember. Sometimes she'll wear red. I can't remember from the anime, but I know she has those hairpins that are gold that she uses as weapons. Those would be cool.
Anya, just make it pink.
Oh yeah, definitely pink.
With like somehow make the joysticks the little cup things on her head. I don't know what the hell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. But no other animes really popping up in my head.
Any like IPs that aren't anime, like movies or music collaborations or anything like that? That like.
I think the first thing that pops to my mind that isn't anime is I just had it on the top of my head. Dang it just left me. I was trying to think of something that was not an anime. What was it? It's gone. I lost it.
I don't know. I'm not in your brain. I don't know why you asking me. I can't answer that question.
Yeah, no, because I was gonna say Fallout, but they actually just did the thing with Fallout. Some controllers came out.
They're not good looking. I don't like them.
Ooh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Outside of that, I'm trying to think of what if they did something for the boys, a collaboration with the boys?
Boys would be cool. Speaking of which, this is not the boys related, but this is along the lines of the boys. Sorry, we're about to get slightly off track here. In Fall Guys, they have invincible characters in Fall Guys. You can play as Omni-Man, Invincible, and then somebody else. I can't remember. They have like costumes for the beans in Fall Guys. Oh,
that's so funny.
They're both Amazon shows, so I the connection.
Nice.
But yeah, so for anybody out there that wants to play as invincible characters, dress up as these beans. Anyways,
nice.
Yeah, the only thing I had an idea of like, what if you took an Xbox? You took the Xbox. And then you pair different Xboxes or maybe controllers with different like singer-songwriters. You have the music collection. Cool. Yeah. Like you get a controller that's inspired by Taylor Swift and a controller that's inspired by Eminem, like different groups and stuff. And like maybe have them like, maybe consult
like
or whatever.
Genres and stuff. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Like just the music collection, the music controller collection or something like that. I think that would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, I could dig that. I like it.
I don't know what artists you would do, like what you could do to be relevant. The only I don't know, like the only artist that's relevant to me is Taylor Swift. So like just make her like make 12 controllers just all inspired by her, you know? It's Taylor Swift collection, you know?
Very true.
Sell it at her concerts, you know? People will buy it. They won't understand it, but they'll buy it because it's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they would definitely be bought and like be sold out in minutes.
People would buy it just because of the name Taylor Swift, not even because they have an Xbox. They don't fucking care. They just want Taylor Swift. I assume. You know, I'm making a generalization. I'm sorry, Swifties out there. I'm one of you. I'm a Swiftie. I'm one of those people that would buy it. I just also happen to have an Xbox. But I would still buy them because Taylor Swift. Yeah, these are just cool. Anyways, these are a long-winded way of coming back around to this is a cool collection. These look amazing. The controllers look amazing. So, yeah. All right. So moving on from X-Men controllers, let's go on to the review roundup for Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. It currently has a 76 on OpenCritic. IGN's Jess Reyes gave it a 7 out of 10, saying once you get past its slow start, Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes mostly succeeds in weaving the stories of multiple countries and characters together into a sprawling epic. Its turn-based combat system operates smoothly, even if other modes like its strategy RPG battles and can encourage simplistic strategies over critical thinking. And while collecting and experimenting with its titular 100 heroes can be entertaining, you won't get to know the majority of them because of how much screen time they need to share with this bloated cast. Still, there's plenty of satisfying side quests and castle building to fill in the gaps, which makes 100 Heroes eventually feel worth the journey. And then over on Windows Central, Alexander Cope gave it a 4 out of 5. Overall, I found Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes to be a pleasant surprise and a great addition to the Xbox Game Pass library, despite its flaws. The combat system was engaging, the characters were simple yet likable, the retro graphics were pleasing to look at, and the story was a fun ride while it lasted. While the game does have a quantity over quality approach, the quality of Eiyuden's gameplay lives up to the quantity of content put into it for the most part. It may not be one of the best Xbox JRPGs, but it's still a solid title that I feel fans of old school JRPGs from the PlayStation 1 or even PlayStation 2 era will enjoy greatly, provided they don't mind too much micromanagement. Elle, I know you were eyeing this game and stuff. Does this kind of fall in line with your expectations? Are you expecting it to be a little bit higher?
No, I think it's actually sitting exactly where I thought it was going to be, where it felt like because the art style is really gorgeous from the trailers that we've seen. And I wasn't expecting this to just knock it out of the park automatically, really. But I think given with both of the reviews, I think that it's doing as good as I thought it was going to be, you know? Yeah.
I have no real interest in the series. They had like a prequel game that came out that you could play on Game Pass as well. I think visually it looks great. Like the art style is fantastic. But yeah, just everything else about it has just never spoken to me. And my dog is going crazy. He agrees with me. Sorry, I had to yell at my dog.
No worries.
I have to yell at him. We're gonna have to punch him in the face. You want a dog? You said you wanted a Great Dane. No, you can come. This could be your first Great Dane.
No.
This could be your first Great Dane. He's gonna need it if he keeps barking. Little fucker. All right. I don't know where I was at now.
Talking about not interested in playing this, but overall, the where the ratings where it landed, expecting that this is what we expected.
Yeah. I didn't really have too high expectations for the game based on like the review scores of the first one, the prequel game, what Eiyuden Chronicles. I can't remember what like the full title was, but like because it's kind of landing around the same spot, I believe. Let me check, but I'm pretty sure they're landing around the same one as the first game.
Okay.
Eiyuden. How do you spell this?
Eiyuden, E-I-Y. U-D-E-N. Eiyuden.
Eiyuden Rising limit was at 72, so it's like a little bit lower.
Okay, a little bit higher. Oh.
So what's really disappointing about Eiyuden Chronicle, though, like 100 Heroes and stuff, the creator passed away not too long ago. So you didn't get to see his game release. and all of that. So that's really, really sad to hear. Really disappointed.
Yeah.
Like not getting to see your finished work get out to the masses and hear the feedback and stuff.
Yeah.
I believe there's a third one in the works as well already. Before he passed away, he had left a whole bunch of stuff behind and was like, please make this. So they're going to go ahead and make it. But yeah, so we'll see how that one turns out when it comes out. So onward to the next game. We're going to do a review roundup for Stellar Blade. Currently, it has an 83 on OpenCritic. IGN's Mitch Saltzman gave it a 7 out of 10, saying Stellar Blade stands out as a gorgeous and well-crafted action game with very impressive strengths and very clear weaknesses. Both its story and characters lack substance, and some of its RPG elements are poorly implemented, like dull side quests that very often require you to retrace your steps through previous levels with very little done to make the return trip feel unique or rewarding. But its action picks up most of the slack thanks to the rock-solid fundamentals of its Sekiro-inspired combat system, a deep well of hideous monstrosities to sharpen your sword against, and plenty of hidden goodies that do a great job of incentivizing exploration throughout. Over at God is Geek, Mick Frazier gave it a 9 out of 10, saying, perhaps it's fair to say that Stellar Blade is a little guilty of overloading the senses, or at least trying to. But most of what it sets out to do is in earnest. And it had to be, too, given the character design of Eve herself, which, in a lesser game, might have done more harm than good. But this is a fun, well-designed adventure that wears its influence on its tiny waistline and does a solid job of selling its world, characters, and over-the-top set pieces. It's also not afraid to weave in some interesting puzzles, both in the environment and side quests, including multiple different hacking minigames and everything from crane operating to angling. Fishing, just if anybody is not familiar with that. Got to be an angler.
Gotcha.
So Stellar Blade is a beautiful game. Like I played it. I played the demo on PlayStation. You could nice. It's a PlayStation exclusive, Stellar Blade. You could play the demo and carry over your progress to the main game, I believe. Or no, maybe it just unlocked things for you in the main game. I can't remember. It was one of those two where either you carry it over or you get items or something. But the game itself is beautiful.
Nice.
There was a bit of controversy that came out. The some artwork that was racist. They've since updated it, and so like the day one patch and stuff fixed that. But the game itself looks beautiful. When I played the demo, the gameplay was like whatever to me. It's like it said, Sekiro inspired combat system. So it falls into Sekiro's. While Sekiro is like a From Software game, it's not necessarily a Dark Souls game. People often define Dark Souls as something different than Sekiro for some reason. But it's a very, you gotta study the enemy and dodge at the right time and that sort of combat thing.
Oh, okay.
So that sort of fighting stuff doesn't really connect with me because like I'm just not good at dodging and timing my stuff out. I just suck at it. I like. Even what I appreciate about Stellar Blade, at least in the demo, you could drop it down to a difficulty so you could just get the story beats. But even then I was struggling because I just suck at these kinds of games. But I'm interested in playing this game. Okay. I don't know when I will play it though. That's the thing. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm in no rush. And trying to play Stellar Blade. But yeah, it looks gorgeous. The character designs, they are it's something, man. Like the first shot, pretty much the first shot of Eve getting out of the thing is, she has a bodysuit on. She has a bodysuit on, but it doesn't leave much to the imagination. So.
That's funny. Yeah, I think the thing that I saw about it was not necessarily controversy, but it had something to do with the Japan's rating board about what's allowed and what's not allowed. They allowed Stellar Blade, but then I don't know if I don't think it was the creator, but some people at Dead Space were upset because Dead Space was like not allowed to be put out there in Japan because of some sort of rating. What? But they allowed Stellar Blade, and they're like, that's really hypocritical. Because they were just upset because like they were like Dead Space is amazing, and then Stellar Blade, she's got this skin suit on, and it's like really crazy.
So, but yeah, what's interesting about the game though, Shift Up, the developers, this is their first console release. They primarily released games on mobile, so it's a pretty impressive like feat for their first release on a console. It's a PlayStation exclusive too, so it'll be interesting to see if like how well this game sells. To see if there's a follow up to it, if Sony will support it with a follow up and everything. Granted, Sony only has the marketing rights for the game and all that stuff, so who knows? It's entirely possible that Stellar Blade comes to like Xbox and PC and stuff in the future. We'll see. But yeah, I guess it would probably depend on how well it sells. Too. Any final thoughts on either of these games? Eiyuden Chronicles or Stellar Blade? Al?
No, I think Eiyuden Chronicles, like I said earlier, it's landing exactly where I thought it was going to land, and which is cool. I'll probably give it a chance eventually when I do get to it. There's a couple other games that I need to play through first that we're going to talk about later. But it does look cool because I remember looking at the art style and I liked it a lot. It was kind of the same way that Sea of Stars was, where that art style just captured me and it made me want to play it. And so I'm like, oh, nice. And so I'll get into it eventually. And then Stellar Blade, I probably won't ever really play that just because I don't have a PS5 or anything. Since it's an exclusive.
What if I send you my PS5? Would you play it then?
No.
No, then I'm not sending you my PS5 at all. Then you bastard.
Oh my god.
To be fair, the PS5 Pro thing got is apparently supposed to be coming out later this year. So there you go. You can get a PS5 then, get the Pro.
I do want to pick up a PS5 to prepare for GTA 6 when that does eventually come out, whenever it does. But I also have some other games that are PS5.
Why don't you want to get an Xbox? You gonna pick PlayStation over Xbox?
Yes, because I can play most of the Xbox games on my PC through Game Pass.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So
you don't want to be like me and have every single console.
No, I already have a PC and a Switch. All I just need a PlayStation, and I'll basically have all the consoles.
I mean, you don't have all the consoles, though.
That is true, but still.
But you can't say basically about it. I have all the consoles. You don't.
Oh, I don't know.
No, there's no debate about it. I have every console. I have an Xbox. I have a Switch. I have a PlayStation. I have the primary consoles that are out for this generation, I should say. I do have an Xbox 360 sitting over there. I play NCAA on it every now and then.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anyways, not important. Moving on from the review roundup, because I have nothing else to add. Like, I'm probably not going to ever play Eiyuden Chronicles, and Stellar Blade. It's going to be one of those games that I will buy on like when it's like a steep discount sort of thing.
Gotcha.
I'm not paying full price for it ever. Moving on though to Fallout Season 2 confirmed. This isn't really much of a conversation here, but Fallout tweeted on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Wouldn't want to keep you on the edge of your seat. Now, would we? See you back in the wasteland for Season 2, and then it's just a picture of the ghoul, Lucy, and Maximus, and the pup, all just sitting on a couch in the wasteland. It's not a surprise that it's getting a Season 2 at all, with how much fanfare it got, not just from people who like Fallout, but people who have never played Fallout or ever heard of Fallout before, finding joy in the show. This is a very anecdotal situation for me. I told my mom about Fallout, was like, you should check out Fallout. She watched it and loved it. Like,
nice.
Like I never expected my mom to like Fallout, and then she started asking me questions because she was like, "Oh, that's a game you played when you were younger, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I still play it. I still love Fallout." Not surprising that this is getting a second season at all. Was it surprising to you? Were you like, no, doesn't deserve it?
No, definitely not. Just with how much hype was around it, and like just how much I was seeing from people who watched it and enjoyed it. I'm not surprised at all. And so there's so many stories that they can tell with Fallout. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if after Season 2, depending on where they take it, I haven't seen it yet, but I will be watching it on this trip on the flight when me and my partner head out to Japan. It's the first thing I'm going to watch as soon as I get on the plane, but I'm just going to binge it, watch it, and then, just see what the hype is about. So I'm excited for it because it's funny. As soon as all the praise and everyone was loving it, on social media, like through TikTok, I started getting nothing but like Fallout because through the show, all the games got these resurgences of player base and stuff, and so now I'm like, oh, I need to give this game another shot to go into, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, New Vegas, and so on and so forth. And so it sparked my interest to get into them, try them again.
Yeah, it's definitely sparked a lot of people's interest in playing them. I've seen so many Twitch streams and I've seen so many videos on TikTok just being like, my first time playing Fallout, whether it's Fallout 3 or New Vegas or 76 or whatever it is. It's just people clamoring to get that Fallout fix, in part because obviously it's like the trending thing right now. So, you jump on that bandwagon, and some people are like genuinely like falling in love with it. And like, exactly. I think that's awesome. I wouldn't say Fallout's like my favorite thing ever, but I've played all of the Fallout games. I've never completed Fallout 4, but I've played through Fallout 3. I've played through Fallout New Vegas. I'm going to be playing Fallout 76 next week for the first time. So
nice.
I guess this week when this podcast goes up. But I'm excited for it. I'm happy that people are discovering Fallout because the lore of Fallout is so good. Like, Fallout
it's really
lore
good.
is so fascinating. Whether you're going all the way back to Fallout 1 or Fallout 3 or whatever Fallout you're getting into, like just the world and just the lore of the vaults and vault tech and how the world came to be and all that. Like, it's just everything about it's so fascinating. And so I'm happy that people are investing in the series now.
But side note, this is not related to Fallout, but because of I've been drawn to the lore of Fallout, and I just find it very interesting. Because of that, I started to get lore of a franchise I know nothing about, except for we did play a game together a long time ago, but Warhammer. I've been getting nothing but lore of Warhammer now.
Hell yeah.
Because of
Warhammer.
And like, it's interesting, the lore. So I'm a sucker for that, for like just these worlds that are built and like, just why does this work? Who are these group of people? What do they do? Why do they act the way that they do?
What if I told you
they live in the same universe?
You like Baldur's Gate? No. You like Baldur's Gate 3? What if I told you you can find a game like Baldur's Gate 3 on Steam right now called Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader? It came out in December 7th of 2023. It is the same kind of game as Baldur's Gate, just set in the Warhammer 40K universe. So you can get in that world and play a Baldur's like CRPG, but in Warhammer.
Interesting. Oh yeah, I see it. Interesting.
Yeah. It's
that
good.
Cool.
Supposedly it's good. I have it on my wish list. I haven't bought it yet, so I can't actually speak on whether or not it's good. I plan on getting it eventually, but
nice.
Discount. I'm poor. I don't got money. I don't even. Let me check my pocket. Yep, it's empty. Here in my wallet, nothing in my wallet. It's just completely empty. Hopefully, no one just saw my ID. If they did, take my identity.
Oh my God.
You're not getting any money from it, so I don't really care. It would help me if you took my identity, so I didn't have to pay off my debts. We're just going to turn this into a finance thing where I just ran. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so bringing it back around to Fallout, though, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to season 2. We probably won't see it next year. I'll be surprised if they release season 2 by this time next year or something. Yeah, but I'm expecting probably beginning of 2026, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
I could see that.
That's what I would expect, 2026. But maybe they get it out by like the end of the year in 2025. But yeah. We'll be waiting a little bit of time, though. We'll be waiting a little bit.
Definitely.
Moving gears over to the thing that you don't care about. Not yet, though. I'm sure once you play Persona 3 Reloaded, this will convince you to join the side of Metaphor ReFantazio. Metaphor ReFantazio has a release date. It's coming out October 11th, 2024. They had a big event thing where they just showed it off, which I think that is a testament to how excited people are about Metaphor ReFantazio. How much people love Persona itself, because this is from one of the Persona teams. But they could do an hour-long event. It was almost an hour long. It wasn't quite.
Wow.
where they can just show off the game and people get excited for it because like that's how popular Persona is, and like this new RPG from the Persona team and all that. It looks fantastic. They're going with a medieval sort of style to it instead of like a high school setting like all the Persona games are. I thought it looked great. I love it. I'm gonna play the fuck out of this game when it comes out. Like I already know I'm gonna sink hours into this game. So yeah, I don't really have much more to say beyond that. Go watch the trailer, watch the gameplay stuff. It looks like a Persona game. It looks like it plays like a Persona game. It's probably gonna have a lot of the same Persona like trappings and stuff like that, but I'm fine with that because I love Persona. So I'm excited about this game though. Elle, how do you feel about it? I know this game isn't something that's been on your radar or anything, but
yeah, no, it looks cool. I mean, definitely, I can definitely see the Persona-ness in this game. Like I can definitely see it because I'm watching the trailer here as you were talking about it. I'm just like, this is definitely made by the same people who helped with Persona 3. Or just Persona in general, and so it's cool. So now I'm like, okay, so it has a very distinct art style, because that Persona art style is really cool. Like just the fighting aspect of it, and then just the way the characters look, and so it is interesting. And so now I'm like, okay, cool. So once I get through Persona 3, we'll see, which eventually everyone listening or watching will get my verdict of where I put it on my list. So we'll see. Depending, Persona 3
if it's not number 1, I'm burning everything down. I'm burning this whole world down. The wrath of Jesus shall be known.
Hilarious. No, so we'll see. Persona 3 is going to be it could be Pandora's box if I really love it. And I'm like, dang, you know what? I'm going to start getting more into JRPGs, even though they're literally,
that's what happened. That's what happened with me. I lightly played JRPGs and stuff. And then in 2020, because of the pandemic, and then because of the pandemic, just being at home, and then Persona 5 Royal released, and I was like, I'm going to try this Persona 5 Royal game. I hear people say it's good. And then after that, it was just like it was over. I beat it. I started playing every JRPG I could get my hands on. I'm going to be honest, most don't actually hit. Like, I still don't like Final Fantasy. I still can't get into Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy hasn't really had a game that just made me go, I need to play this. I don't know what it is about Persona that clicked with me that makes Final Fantasy not click. The Sea of Stars, doesn't click with me or anything like that. So it's really only Persona that clicks with me. And then somewhat Trials of Cold Steel, which is very inspired, like elements are inspired by like Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, which Shin Megami Tensei was the parent, and Persona was a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. Anyways, don't need to get into the history. Once I played Persona 5 Royal, I went back and played all the Personas and Shin Megami Tensei, and I think that is the style of JRPG that I enjoy that Final Fantasy is not.
I get that. That makes sense. Nice.
But yeah, anyways, I'm excited about Metaphor ReFantazio. I think it's going to be great. We'll see. We'll know on October 11th, 2024. I think what's really cool as well about this is that Xbox has the marketing rights for Metaphor ReFantazio, and Xbox is really pushing this as a JRPG for our console and stuff. It's not exclusive to the Xbox, but it's easy to get that impression if you're not paying attention to the fact that it's also coming to PlayStation. It's also coming to PC. I believe it's coming to PC. I might be wrong in that. But I think Xbox is trying to get into that market in that corner and just be like, look here. We are a good place to play JRPGs. Look at Eiyuden Chronicles. Look at Metaphor ReFantazio. Look, we have Persona 3 Reloaded, and you can get the DLC for free for Persona 3 Reloaded. So I don't know if that's still a deal going on, but it was for a while. So yeah. Xbox pushing that JRPG stuff going. Anyways, moving on to our final topic, and not such great news. BlizzCon is skipping 2024. This is straight from a BlizzCon website. After careful consideration over the last year, we at Blizzard have made the decision not to hold BlizzCon in 2024. This decision was not made lightly, as BlizzCon remains a very special event for all of us, and we know many of you look forward to it. While we are approaching this year differently and we have explored different event formats in the past, rest assured that we are just as excited as ever to bring BlizzCon back in future years. Over the next few months, we'll be sharing more details about our launches coming later this year, including World of Warcraft: The War Within and Diablo 4's first expansion, Vessel of Hatred. To celebrate these upcoming releases and to bring our communities together in new and special ways, we'll soon share some exciting plans for other industry trade shows and conventions like Gamescom. We can't wait to tell you more about those plans soon. We're also looking forward to the Overwatch Champion Series stops at both DreamHack Dallas and DreamHack Stockholm, and we're thrilled to be planning multiple global in-person events to commemorate the 30th anniversary of Warcraft, which will be held in addition to the in-game celebrations across our Warcraft games throughout 2024. While these events are distinct from BlizzCon, we are harnessing all our creativity and imagination to ensure that they carry the same spirit of celebration and togetherness. Our hope is that these experiences, alongside several live-streamed industry events where we'll keep you up to date with what's happening in our gamer universes, will capture the essence of what makes the Blizzard community so special. No matter how you choose to connect with us at these events this year, whether it be in person or virtually, we can't wait to see you there. Elle, are you sad to know that BlizzCon is not happening this year?
No.
No. Well.
No. I think it actually
someone is not a true fan of Blizzard.
I think it actually makes it's a good thing for them to take a year off. I think it's actually a good thing, and people will look back at it and be like, "Oh, that was actually pretty good," because it gives them that year to kind of like continue to work on everything else that they have going on with World of Warcraft coming up, the Diablo 4 expansion,
Overwatch
trying to continue
stuff and all that.
The Overwatch stuff, trying to continue to keep it on track and things like that. And they get to keep all their resources on that, and from them leaving to have to go work on stuff for BlizzCon or work on some sort of like updates to let the consumers know, and I think it's better for them overall, with this being on the heels of even though it's been about a year or so. Has it been a year now since they were acquired from Microsoft? A year or two? I think it was. They
didn't finish the deal until like back in October, right?
Was it October? Okay, so it's only been a couple months, but I think this is good because what's probably happening is they're like, okay, we're now acquired by Microsoft. Let's take this year off and work on everything. Who knows? Microsoft be like, hey, make sure your stuff is running smooth, keep it going smooth, and keep doing your thing. I think, but overall, I think this makes perfect sense for them to take the year off.
Yeah. Yeah, the deal was concluded on October 13th, 2023.
Well, there you go. So it's not even a year. So it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think it's just them kind of like transitioning to be like, let's get this machine back up and running and have it running as smoothly as it
possibly can.
Exactly. And I think this is great.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, people are people, and people are already complaining about it, being like, "Oh, Microsoft's ruining this," blah blah blah. So whatever.
Whatever.
But like they say in this little post here, like they're gonna have stuff at Gamescom. Most likely, they're gonna have something in some form at Microsoft's summer showcase stuff, whatever that turns out to be. It would be insane if they have that and there's no mention of Blizzard at all when it's the first 8 months or something like that with having Activision and Blizzard as your now under the Xbox umbrella. So it would be insane not to have your showcase mentioning some Blizzard projects or showing off something that Blizzard's working on, right? So like
exactly,
you're gonna have the Xbox thing for that. So you're gonna have Gamescom. You're gonna have other, as they mentioned, trade shows and stuff. So like, I don't necessarily think this year BlizzCon needs to be a thing. I think there's plenty of opportunities, and I think kind of putting on a conspiracy hat here. Like I don't think Xbox had any influence in this, but it also wouldn't surprise me if Microsoft, like Papa Phil was like, hey, let's hold off on doing BlizzCon. Why don't you show off your stuff at our Xbox event so we can really cement that partnership, so we can start getting in the zeitgeist of that Xbox and Blizzard are one and the same. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I don't think that's the case, but it also wouldn't be surprising if that came out like, oh yeah, Xbox wanted to just have Blizzard do their stuff at an Xbox event.
Exactly.
Again, I don't think at all that's the way, but it wouldn't surprise me. So
exactly. Makes sense.
But yeah, so like whatever, like BlizzCon, I never like really paid attention to BlizzCon. Like,
yeah.
Because like everything, like anything that happened in BlizzCon, it would instantly go up on like IGN or GameSpot or something. I never felt like I had to watch it. The only cool thing that BlizzCon did was like getting freebies, in Overwatch and World of Warcraft and stuff. You'd get like exclusive skins or exclusive pets and like Overwatch and stuff, or WoW, and like exclusive cards for Hearthstone and stuff like that. So you just don't get that this year. That's all. That's all. So yeah. All right, El. Are you sure you don't want to talk about Overwatch? I'm giving you one last chance.
No, it's all right. To be honest, we've said it. You'll hear it in the next episode. I talked about it briefly. Not really too much going on. Of course, the new hero Venture is here. I'm going to talk about a little bit about it. But Venture is here. I think they're going to get nerfed real soon because of how powerful they are. And so, but it's crazy. That's the stuff that I've played against people who are Venture or just seen online. It's crazy, but I think they're probably going to get nerfed a little bit.
What's the craziest thing you've seen?
It's just like, it's crazy how much damage and escapability they have. And it's like, it is crazy the matches some of the people I played against. And I'm just like, holy crap, this person is like unbeatable. Like it's wild. Like the skill set you have to have. But anyway, fun character to play. Outside of that, Mirror Watch has started. I think it started a little bit earlier this week, if I remember correctly, of this recording. And pretty cool. Classic heroes become villains, villains become heroes, which it's interesting because the community has overall, I think I've heard nothing but good things of it. I haven't played it myself because I'm just strictly playing like competitive or whatever. But it's interesting. Some people are saying that there's no proof to this whatsoever, this rumor or whatever. But people are saying that a lot of people are questioning, like, with what they've done in this, certain people have new abilities, or they've just given like certain heroes or villains new abilities to kind of just like play around with it, whatever. Mm-hmm. And some people are thinking that from this Mirror Watch that we possibly could be testing some of the abilities of a new support character. Some people are saying.
Conspiracies. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Let's just slyly put these abilities in there and see how people respond to them.
And then also
whatever. Some
people did say that potentially that some of these abilities were possibly also involved in the PvE aspect that's just no longer being, done. They're like, some of this stuff most likely was probably going to be used in PvE. But of course, since that's not happening anymore and it's been scrapped away, they're like, yeah, just put it into here,
Cool.
Yeah.
I have no interest in any of this. None of this was interesting.
It's still stupid. Overwatch.
God, fucking Overwatch sucks, man. Let's be real. That's the real story here. Overwatch still sucks. Everybody, everybody needs to tell Elle to get a life.
No. I'm having a blast. Overwatch is still good to me overall.
Play a real game like Diablo 4.
I am playing that.
I'm sure people are going to move Diablo 4 sucked. Yeah. Fuck yourself. Diablo 4 is good.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah. Overwatch is fun too, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, not for me, but for Elle, I guess. And I'm sure for millions of other people out there that are listening to this podcast. Because we have a million people listening, you know what I'm saying?
Wink. No.
Wink. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining us today. Elle, wind us fucking down.
Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in to the Respawn Please podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube and also hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos and live streams that we have coming up. Also, if you want to listen to us on the go, you can get the podcast anywhere you get podcasts. Just look up Respawn Please podcast and make sure to follow us so you can also get our new episodes every time we drop them. Usually the video and audio version of the podcast are available every Monday at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, and that's 8 a.m. Central. Be sure to be on the lookout. We have our Review Please video game edition coming out where we reviewed Gris, as well as we have some Review Please anime editions coming up here soon. And be on the lookout for the live streams. Jesus playing Fallout 76 here this week. And follow us on social media at Instagram, on TikTok and Instagram at Respawn Please Podcast. That was a mouthful.
And I mean, TikTok may not be around for much longer.
Oh,
Curse
no.
the world. Yeah. Anyways, thank you all for joining us. Goodbye. Have a good night, good day, good week, good month, good year. We're almost
Bye-bye.
Hey, El, do you realize we're getting closer and closer to episode 69?
Oh my God. Ooh.
Gotta plan something special for that. Something spicy. Anyways, have a good day, y'all.